Welcome students. Until now we were using main method, which is a standard method. So that was public static void main of string of arguments. Now we will see the definition of each one. So let us first consider this public. So public is a access specifier. This can be either public or private or protected. These specifiers determine the type of access to the function. That means these keywords decides whether a method in a class can be used or invoked by another method in another class or subclass. We can write public or private or protected. Even without this also we can create a method. When we don't give any of these three keywords, then it is called default access specifier. The next keyword is static. So static is a modifier. Other modifiers are final, native, transient and volatile. Method becomes a static method when we use a keyword called static. Even we can declare variables also using static keyword, then it becomes static variable. Static methods also called class methods because these methods can be called without creating an object of that class, that we will see later of this session. So the next keyword is void. So public static void. So void is a return type when it is not returning any value. Instead of this void, we can give any of the data type, primitive data types. So maybe int or maybe double. So when we have these keywords, then that it is going to return any data value which is mentioned there. For that we have to specify return at the end of the. Next comes main. Main is the name of the method. Then off. So now here it is a method prototype. If we need, we can also add public with it. So it becomes public static void main of. Instead of this main, we can have any name so that it is an identifier. For example, I say calc. So here calc is the name of this method, which is going to return a double value, and then it is a static method. It is having access specifier as public. Next, let us write the codes what we need. Scanner obj is equal to new scanner of system.in, and then let us assign some variables before this, int x, y, and then double difference or difference. This is to calculate the difference between two numbers. So let us give the printing statement. System.out.println of enter any number let us create a method for x is equal to obj dot next int of, then again after taking system dot out dot, sorry, here is a mistake here, system out dot println of enter another number Now y is equal to obj dot next int of. So now we are going to see the difference. Diff is equal to x minus y. So let us print this. System dot out dot print line of difference is equal to then plus diff. So here we have given the output using the printing statement. So let us not have this double. Instead of this, let us have void. So when it is not returning anything, so we will see further how it is going to return. So let us compile this. No syntax error. We are running this void calc of. So enter a number. So difference, you got it in a double. So let us clear this, close, and then now I will teach you how it is going to return. So let us consider double here. So we know that difference is a double, right? So instead of this statement, we will write return. So what it is going to return is diff. Let us compile this. No syntax error. So now the output will be in a dialog box. So enter a number. So you can see that a dialog box appears which returned here as double data type, then 8000.0 as a difference. Let us close this. So now let me explain about the parameters which we give in the method. So let us not have this, and then we are not taking any input from the user using scanner class. So let us not have all this, and then even let us not have this. So now we can see very simple program, public static double calc of input from the parameter. So even x and y is also not required here. So we are going to give the parameter here. So when we give here the variable with its data type, we are going to give. So for how int space x. So this is one variable, and then when we give the variable in the parameter list, we have to again give the variable though it is same type. Again we have to say int and then y, but this will not work. X comma y if you give, it will not work. So this is the way to give x and y. Sorry, y. So we have given here two variables, that is as a parameter. So let us consider this program, and then it is also returning, which is a double type, and then what it is calculating, the difference. Close, compile. So now you can see a dialog box where it is asking int x and int y. Let us give what is x and then y as okay. So it has returned a double data type which is -453758.0. So this is the way of taking input using parameter and then getting the return. In case if we have some other data type, for example, we say boolean. So just we are taking any age, just let us consider as age. So age it is taking, and then what it is going to return means it must return boolean data type. So let us have boolean m, just for an example, and then if a is greater than or equal to 60. Here we are checking whether given age is senior citizen or not. So let us not have this. So if it is greater than a, we say m is equal to true, else m is going to be false. So what it is going to return here is m. See now, if the condition is true, m is going to be true, otherwise it is going to be false. What it is going to return? M. So m here is a boolean type, so we are having boolean type as a return here. Let us compile this. No syntax error. Right click. So we say 55. So it is not a senior citizen, so it says boolean false. So now let us see how this static works. Let us not have this static here, and then let us not even have public here. So now if we compile this, see there is no syntax error. Let us run. When static is not there, we need an object, so it will ask for you to create an object. So it is asking create object. So name of the object default, by default is it has come, just we give OK. So we can see here a red box which is a object. Right click on this. Now you run this boolean calc int a. It asks for the value. So 85 FIU, it returns true. It is a senior citizen. So one more thing I wanted to tell, even at the same time we can print and as well as we can take a return from the method. How? We can give system dot out dot println of. So you are a senior citizen. Okay, this let it be in true. When it is true only we say this, right? So let it be here. And then when there is more than one statement under if, so we must open the block of statement. So let us have this. So else we are going to say false. So you are not a senior citizen. However, it is returning the value. Okay, so here printing statement is also there, and then returning value is also there. Compile. Okay, we have not terminated. So now there is no syntax error. Let us run this program. So we say 45. Okay. See, you are not a senior citizen. It is printed here, and as well as we could see that it returned. See, it is there. Okay, close. One more thing I will tell you. If this printing statement comes at last, anything you give after the return statement, that is just for example I am giving, sorry, after the return statement. So I told already return statement should be a last statement in the method. If we give this, what happens? Let us see. Compile. So it says unreachable statement. So we have to give any printing statement if we need. That should be before the return statement. Thank you, students. I hope you learned user-defined method, and then all the keywords why do we use in the method prototype. Let us see in the next class. Thank you.